A Virginia Beach family is learning more about their great uncle who went missing in action during World War II. Wilbur Mitz was the radio man assigned to Navy Torpedo Squadron 20 on the USS Enterprise in 1944. On September 10th of that year, the team took off to conduct airstrikes against enemy targets in the Palau Islands. That was Wilbur's final mission. 10 of your side's Amy Avery joins us now with the last letter home. Amy?
Well, Tom, a few days before that last mission, Wilbur wrote his last letter home to his mom, telling her not to worry because he'd be back someday. And thanks to groups like Project Recover, who are dedicated to finding these missing Americans, that someday has come for Wilbur's family.
In the Southwest Pacific, 500 miles from the Philippines, are the Palaus, westernmost of the Japanese-mandated islands. We must seize it to protect our invasion of the Philippines.
We used to hear stories about 100 planes went out and only 99 came back.
Navy planes from fast carrier forces strike first.
We spent at least 2 decades trying to find that site.
But the final resting spot's probably around here.
When you put those puzzles together and you get it right, you can have a major impact on someone's family.
All of them are to his mom, and this is his last letter. Please don't worry, just remember, I said I'll be back one day. So that's the pilot. This is my uncle.
24-year-old Wilbur Mitz grew up in Seaside, California.
He's a radio man, so he's going to be at the base.
His great-niece Tanya and nephews Brandon and Shane have learned a lot about Uncle Wilbur through letters and piecing his life together through photographs.
He was a great boxer. I forget the number, but 100-something fights. I think he got knocked down twice.
Wilbur joined the Navy right out of high school and went to radio school in Norfolk.
We always heard great stories about how he was as a person. And it's unfortunate that everybody that's still alive today never got a chance to meet him.
He was like a family hero. You know, everybody looked up. You know, he was the uncle that served that never came home.
Following the war, the American Graves Registration Service conducted several searches for the plane. Investigators never found any evidence of Mitz, his crewmates, or the TBM Avenger they were flying. That is until Project Recover stepped in.
The wreckage is actually spread out over quite a bit of area on both land and water.
Derek Abbey was originally with Bent Prop Project and remembers in 2003 when they started finding parts of the plane. It wasn't until years later, when they combined efforts with another MIA group with underwater capabilities, that they found the rest of it. Mark Moline was on that mission.
Obviously, there was a wreckage there. There was all these pieces that are straight and that kind of thing, which don't happen in nature. We knew it was something, so we dove on it. It turned out to be the site. We're looking on the inside of it.
And once they find it, they call in experts from the Defense Prisoner of War MIA Accounting Agency and their partner agencies to carefully extract the remains and identify them.
And then we can use a family reference sample that is provided by the families, then match the sequences to those individuals.
It was my uncle who, big contributor because he is descent of, his mother. And we're one of the lucky ones to get to bring him home.
And although only the ocean holds answers as to what happened that day, it also held Wilbur's promise to make it home.
You just remember, I said I'll be back, and one way or another, I'll be back. And that's for sure. I just know I'm a sure bet to be back. That hit me where he's coming home.
And Project Recover says there's thousands of Americans still out there whose remains still need to be brought home. Their mission is far from over. We'll have that part of the story tonight on Wavy News 10 at 11. With photojournalist Kevin Rahm, I'm Amy Avery, 10 on your side.